You've got a big choice going on right now, and this is serious stuff because, as I told you, we are past the tipping point. We've got Trump, we've got banks failing, we have food being recalled here. Now we have the Philadelphia water scare. It's not a scare, it's real stuff. Is this new stuff? It's actually not. But what's the difference right now? We're going to talk about that, but I'm going to tell you about the big decision that you will have to make. Yeah, it's a requirement. You want to hear about it? Don't be afraid. It's all good. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through the fears and live an amazing life. Come on over and join me. I'm teaching people how to break through fear. What does this mean? You're on a planet with insanity. It's the program, but we can break through it. In other words, we have veils and different levels of the program. We can go up and up and up. This is the big decision. It's happening. The transition is happening right now through the collective consciousness. Why are we hearing about all of these insane things going on all of a sudden? It's not all of a sudden. These are cycles we go through all the time. It's been going on, but it has been hidden for so long in many ways, and more of these things are not being hidden. They're being brought out, and we're realizing it's not okay. We cannot continue to live this way. Ironically, in the Philadelphia scare, there was chemicals going into the water. Don't drink the water. Oh, by the way, Monday you can. What's everybody doing? They're running to the grocery stores and they're buying water in plastic bottles. Hello, McFly. You know, this is insanity, and we live in this world. I just shared with a couple of students, I said, you're using toothpaste to get your teeth nice and clean and white. And if you swallow it, you're supposed to go to poison control. It's insanity. Are you ready to step out of insanity? Here's the big decision. Here's the big event happening. It is the awakening into sanity from insanity. It's seeing what's going on out there and realizing it's insane. It's not to be reacted to, argued over, or defended. If there is one person in your life who tells you to do anything negative or violent, or tells you you can't do something that you would like to do, something passionate, we're discouraged to go after, from going after jobs that we want or careers we want, we're told and programmed the programming has to stop. It starts with you, but you have to step out of the insanity. We talk about the Matrix movie, and they're walking around and they see the Matrix and people are perfectly happy as long as things are going okay. What happens when they're not going okay? Well, you've got to make a decision. So we've got people over in Europe that are telling people to go into a country and to create destruction. It wouldn't happen, no matter how many times they were told to do that, when we stand up and say no. When do you stand up and say no? If anybody tells you to do anything of a nature like that, that is the programming of World War II, when we had Hitler, who was telling people that separation and that there were differences and labeling, that it was good. It would elevate them. That was 100% ego, but people went along with it. So we have to step out of the fog and the veils and realize it doesn't matter what that story is. Those are insane people. They're on low frequencies, low density. They are not our enemy. We are not going to follow them, argue with them, go into conflict. They are not our enemy. They're babies in the spiritual frequency world on this planet. I don't know what they've been before they got here. Maybe they're our best teachers. Maybe they're here just to create havoc, to test us. I don't have those answers, but I know that it is part of the training, the learning, the mastery, the game. Watch what you are looking at. Watch what you're thinking. Watch what you're doing. Are you arguing with anybody? It's hysterical. I find it hysterical, don't you? People arguing. Why? Over what? We should be collaborating, coming together. Now, why are all these things happening? Because the foundations of the way we live don't work. Therefore, we would never have to go through pain, and struggle if we didn't allow these things to happen. If everyone refused to put that toothpaste in their mouth, we'd put them out of business. Oh, would we? No, they'd find a healthier way for us, and that's what's happening right now. Your decisions, your big decision is creating a big event, and that is the shift into health, wealth, joy, passion. Yes, you should be loving what you do for a living. Yes, you should go after your dreams. No, you're not feeling if you get challenged along the way. One of my students, I just said, by the way, we tell ourselves if things don't go perfect, oh, it doesn't work. I shouldn't be doing that. I said, no, that's more of the process of learning. Entrepreneurs always fail. Not in their eyes, they're learning. So when you switch your reality and you see it differently, you realize we're learning. We are teaching. We are students. We are all the above and then some. And all of it's good. But if you're making lower frequency decisions, you will suffer. And that doesn't feel good. Now, when you stop seeing other people as enemies and you become the solution, you will go into a space that will free you in a way you never imagined. And you'll realize that you've stepped out of the insanity. And so then you will attract others who are there to create a new amazing world. You guys have come over to my email list, and I continually introduce more and more opportunities, choices, options, because you may not know what they are, because the world doesn't give us healthy options. I'm giving you healthy options. All right, I'm going to continue to do that. Maybe you didn't know how easy it is for you to change your life. That big event is happening right now. If you are over here in the matrix, lower frequency, you're going to be playing the game on this level. You'll never know why you're not winning, because no matter how many people you kill as a Pac-Man that you eat up, you never get up to that high level. So you have to get to the high level. You have to get on that elevator and power it up to the penthouse. And the only way it goes up is if you raise your frequency. What does that mean? Service to others. And I'm telling you, it feels great. And you don't have to be broke to do it. And you don't have to struggle or be pious. You could be wealthy and abundant, and you'll be sharing it, and others will benefit. And then they will pass it on, because high frequency people, they pay it forward. Somebody helped me, I'd like to help you. I don't need all these things. Here, I'm going to give it to you, and I'm happier with a very beautiful but simpler life. What's simple? Look around you. Nature is beautiful. Let us respect her. Pick up that piece of paper. Oh, it's just one little gum wrapper. Oh, it's one cigarette butt times a billion. You, that one counts. You are the event. You are the big decision. One plastic cup counts. You know, when I get stuff like that, like if they put it in my leftovers, they give me something, I keep it and reuse it and reuse it and reuse it. Yeah. You know what? It's not a perfect world right now. It's perfect if you see it that way, but it's not perfect from a frequency level. We can go there. It is a choice. It's part of, it's all divine. It is all purposeful. There is no mistake here, ever. Not even the person who you despise out there that you think is wrong, that doesn't vote the way you think they should, or look the way you think they should, or believe what you do. How boring would it be if everybody looked like me, thought like me? Diversity is the creation of the one, showing everything it can be. But if we don't come together and appreciate that, we live in suffering and struggle. We live in pain. You don't have to, and you can start today. So, water, politics, finances, going to continue to keep going, going, going. Stay tuned. I told you in the early, before the year started, I said it's not going to be any one big event so much as the big event is that there's going to be collapses of everything. So you're going to see a lot of little things happening, right? So the big event is just everything coming down, everything dissolving. that doesn't work. It's built on sand. It has to collapse at some point. It has to. Cause and effect, it has to collapse. All right? You build the pyramids, those babies are going to be there forever. It can't collapse if it is built on solid ground in a way that is indestructible. You are indestructible. You are created. You have always been. You always will be. You, the energy field, are indestructible. That cannot be changed. We want to build everything here the same way. In love and joy, you can be in unity with nature. We can actually create rain. We can do all kinds of stuff. Start to connect to that. Come on over, take my teachings. I'm teaching students how amazing they are. Join us. I hope you'll subscribe and share these. The big event is you. The big event is the choice you're making. You have to live it. You have to live it, think it, get out of the matrix. You got to step out of it and know it's programming. And no matter how many people tell you that this is right and you should oppose this or you should do that, you have to say no and say yes to oneness and unity and love. And if we're the minority, it doesn't matter, because frequency is light and darkness cannot survive in it. That's why it will inevitably dissolve. Even darkness will. You ready to go there? The consequences of making any other decisions are huge for you. Everything comes back to you tenfold and then some. What are you putting out there? You don't want that coming back. Send out light and love to your worst enemies and be the solution over here. You don't have to prove. Be the solution over here. You ready to do that? You are the big event. It is happening. It's going to continue to collapse, 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 collapse. Celebrate it. But be the creator of the new world. You guys have seen these are videos, free videos for creating online businesses. We're creating beautiful businesses, amazing stuff. We're learning all kinds of cool things. And I hope you'll subscribe and tell people how powerful and amazing and beautiful they are and that there's nothing to be afraid of. Come on over for my free series. I've got new courses. I've got Activate Your Magic, Advanced Manifesting, a workshop and a course. Come on over. Practice, practice, practice. Pull out of it. You can do it. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.